Good evening, everyone. This is Senior Forecaster Cameron back here again. I'm here to go over the potential of severe weather and also the potential of winter weather in this video blog here tonight, guys. So I do warn you, the video blog is going to be a little bit on the lenient side, but it's very detailed and it's going to go over everything you need to know regarding both the potential of severe weather and also the potential of winter weather here, guys. So we'll start you guys off with the severe weather side here, and this is the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. A 15% area, which is equivalent to a slight risk, has been issued for central, southern, and eastern Arkansas here, guys. And this is going to go for today on Tuesday, as your cold front is going to be pushing down into the natural state, along with a associated short wave. Well, the first piece of the short wave that's going to come through. The second piece is going to bring the potential of winter weather here, guys. So here's your setup here. I'm going to go ahead and draw this out for you guys. All right, so you're going to have a cold front that's going to stretch into Arkansas here, guys. And please keep this in mind that this area will more than likely be changed over the next couple of days here, guys. So just keep that in mind. I cannot draw to save my life here tonight, guys. So just give me 1 second here. So there's your cold front. All right, you're going to have a first piece of energy, and you're going to have a second piece of energy. So the first piece of energy is going to ride along the front, and it's going to bring the potential of severe weather for the central and southern half of the state. I am growing concern for the Arklatex region up the I-30 corridor for the potential of severe weather. Main threat is going to be for the potential damage winds, hail, and also the potential of isolated tornadoes. I believe the tornado threat may be just a tad higher this time around versus the overall damaging wind threat, given the amount of shear in place, the amount of instability we're going to work with. That's going to kind of keep this thing from really becoming a big squall line that will push through. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on it. Like I said before, we're going to have updates all weekend long to go over this potential of severe weather here, guys. So you're going to have one impulse that's going to develop in central Texas. It's going to ride on the front, and that's what's going to bring you potential of severe weather. But you're also going to have yet a second impulse that's going to develop in the same area, and it's going to ride along the cold front. The cold front should be here when it does, and when that happens, it will bring the potential of winter weather here, guys. So as before, we got tales of two seasons here. So I'm going to go ahead and read you guys what Dow said last night in the day 4 to day 8 outlook. Moisture return will be more robust across East Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley downstream from a positive tilt, upper level of trough contributing to a corridor of moisture building. Broad fetch of strong southwest winds aloft will overspread a moistening warp sector. Thunderstorms are expected to redevelop along a warm convector belt from East Texas into the lower Mississippi Valley, with a strongly sheared but modestly unstable environment with an attendant risk for a few strong to severe thunderstorms. So they have highlighted that area for the potential of severe weather here, guys. So we're going to keep a very, very close eye on that potential here, guys. So if you guys do not know by now, Derek made a post about this earlier. You can find us on our website, ArkansasWeatherWatchers.com. We have this very new update here, guys, so you can get even your day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8 updates for your specific location here, guys. And that's a shout out to our team member Blaze for really putting this together for you guys here, guys. So as I said before, you're only going to find this Arkansas Weather Watchers. You can zoom down to your specific location, like for example, Pine Bluff, you're in at Sheridan, you're in at Malvern, Arkadelphia. So it is a very, very cool tool to use on our website, ArkansasWeatherWatchers.com here, guys. So we're going to start you guys off with some model guidance here. This is the GFS. And this is the 0Z GFS. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys back. This weekend, first of all, we're going to get rid of the cloud cover, finally. Sunshine's going to be coming back into the natural state. Temperatures are really going to start warming up as you get towards, especially today on Sunday, with temperatures soaring into the upper 60s and low 70s. And as a result of the cold front coming through. So here we are as you get towards late Monday night and early Tuesday morning here, okay? So here's your cold front, there's your short wave, and you've got overrunning precipitation. Now, this is what was the uncertainty at first for the potential of severe weather. How quickly does this get out of here will be the question on who sees what on Tuesday. So as we get towards season 9 here we are right around midnight, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys temperatures real fast regarding the GFS. I'm going to show you the NAM, I'm going to show you the other models here in just a little bit. So here's the GFS perceptive on this. It has your cold front here, alright. Overnight lows will struggle to get out of 60s, by the way. So temperatures on Tuesday are really going to soar into the upper 60s and low 70s, plenty of fuel for the potential of severe weather. So there's your cold front. The majority of the cold air is going to lag behind, as you can clearly tell. There's your 32-degree line, and there's your cold front. So a pretty decent margin between the two at this current time, so that means there's some serious lagging going on behind that cold front. So that's something we're going to keep a very close eye on in terms of the winter weather prospect of this. But as we get towards Tuesday morning, overnight lows into Tuesday morning will be in the upper 50s, low 60s, especially across central and south Arkansas. And then you really start seeing those temperatures take off as you get towards the afternoon hours on Tuesday and into Tuesday afternoon here, guys. So there's your cold front making it into the Rumor Valley here in northwestern Arkansas. This should be cutting the state basically in half as we get towards Tuesday evening here. And the GFS gets it out here by Wednesday morning here, with it being in southeast Arkansas by 6 a.m. on Wednesday, with the potential winter weather for far northwestern Arkansas. But we'll have to keep a very close eye on here. I'm going to go over the precipitation again so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here we are Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. There's your short wave developing. If you were to go with the GFS, it has it going through Arkansas, which would favor this area, this corridor in here, the I-30 corridor, the Ark-La-Tex region, Louisiana, and western Mississippi here. This will favor this area for the potential of severe weather as you get towards Tuesday afternoon here, guys. So that's what we're going to keep a very, very close eye on here. But this short wave will be moving on towards northeast very, very quickly here. And what I think what's going to happen as it moves on towards northeast, this is going to form into a line of thunderstorms. So you're going to have an initial threat for the potential of some supercellular development, and then you're going to have a line that's going to push you with the associated cold front. And the cold front is going to basically stretch just south of Arkansas here, and then there's your second short wave that's going to catch a ride along that cold front. And with the colder air starting to filter in, this is the area that you have to keep an eye on for the potential of winter weather. I have seen that the GFS has completely backed off for this thing being in central Arkansas. Gives most of Arkansas just a basic cold rain, except for far northwestern Arkansas. And the reason why, as I stated last night, is because the cold air is having a hard time getting over those mountains. So you're getting a good bit of snow in far northwest Arkansas, where you're just getting a cold rain for central, south, and the rest of the state, because the cold air is not able to get past those mountains very, very quickly here, guys. So that's the thing in terms of winter weather at this current time here. Could it extend further? Possibly, but I'm having my concerns at the current time with the cold air having a hard time getting past the mountains. So there's a GFS perspective here. Like I said before, we'll have to keep a very close eye on the severe weather partake on this. As for the main threat with this, is going to be potential of a initial threat of isolated tornadoes and hail, changing over to a damaging wind threat as the shortwave begins to move off towards the northeast. I think this risk is going to include the majority of the state. I'm just going to take a quick sounding probably from the metro real fast. And what I'm looking at here is surface-based CAPE. I know the GFS is horrible with surface-based CAPE, so you're going to have to keep that in the back of your mind. I'm looking at shear profiles. Shear profiles looks pretty good. So, as I said before, the potential of severe weather is there with this, which is a clash between temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, versus 30s and 40s behind the front. And it should be getting out here as we get towards Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning, with the potential more additional precipitation as we get towards Wednesday. And it should be getting out here as you get towards Thursday, with some guidance indicating possibly a little disturbance impacting the southern half of the state, but I'm not really seeing much after that. And one more thing I want to note, GFS is not out that far yet, but there could be an additional threat of severe weather as we get towards the next weekend with another shot of cold air. So February is going to be a very wild month for us here in the natural states. As you get another cold front that's going to come through, you could look at additional severe weather as we get towards next weekend into the following week here in the natural states. So there's the Canadian model. We'll go with the Canadian model real quick. Canadian model is just now getting out to 0Z, so I'm going to step it back to 12Z here. And the Canadian model is similar, the same thing. Here we are, 12Z, Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. Alright, little to no shower activity across central South Arkansas. That is very concerning. And then it has the shower thunderstorm activity as you get towards Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening here. And then it really takes off with that winter precipitation across far western Arkansas. Actually delays it until Thursday instead of Wednesday. And then it gets it out of here, guys, with cold air settling in. And then next weekend, we start that warming trend once again. So as we get towards next weekend, if current trends were to continue, you could look at additional severe weather potential as we get towards the later part of next weekend and into the early part of the following week here, guys. So not one, but two severe threats could be in the makings for us here in the natural state if you were to go with the current trends at this current time here, guys. So there's the Canadian model. I'm gonna look at the icon model. I like using the icon a little bit. It does a little better with the computer, a little better with the little mesoscale features than the GFS and the Canadian. So I kind of keep that in mind. But like I said, no model is perfect. As you get towards Tuesday afternoon, there's your shortwave here in far northwestern Arkansas, 1,008 millibar low, cold front, and little no shower activity really takes off during that daytime heating, and overspreads the central and southern half of the state. And this is why I'm growing very concerned about the potential of seeing some supercellular thunderstorm activity in this general area for the potential Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening here, as that short wave moves off towards the northeast. And also, as that short wave is moving off towards the northeast, it's going to start strengthening as that cold front starts to catch up to it. So that's another result of the potential of severe weather as we get towards Tuesday afternoon and then Tuesday evening here. I'm growing more concerned about this staying supercellular versus a line, and I'm thinking this is going to transition into a line as the cold front begins to push further and further into the natural state here, guys. So we're going to keep a very, very close eye on here. And that same area that I highlighted is the same area that's under the 15% risk for the potential of severe weather here on Tuesday. And then there's the icon model highlighting the same areas far northwestern Arkansas for the potential winter weather. Only problem with that, like I said before, is just that colder air is having a hard time getting past those mountains, and that's what's keeping this from really taking off here in the natural state. So at this current time here, I'm more worried about the potential of severe weather versus the potential of winter weather. I think the better winter precipitation will be far northwest Arkansas into Oklahoma, southeast Missouri, and southwest Kansas. But severe weather potential could include the majority of the state on the onset of this event here, guys. So, guys, I'm going to go back to the morning hours of Tuesday morning here with the icon model, and as I said before, it really takes those temperatures off. And I'm really concerned that the guidance is underdoing temperatures on Tuesday, because if you get sunshine breaks on Tuesday, temperatures are really going to soar into the upper 60s to low 70s here, guys. So there's your cold front, passes through, that cold air is just having a hard time getting past those mountains. That's the reason why you're not seeing the potential of winter weather here in the natural state. So we're going to keep a very close eye on here. I'm going to go over to Euro real fast, and that's going to end the video here. I was going to show you the NAM, but I just realized the NAM is not out into Tuesday as of yet, so I will be going over the NAM model as we get towards tomorrow and into Sunday here, guys. But here's the European model, and the European model does almost the exact same thing with the shortwave on Tuesday. Like I said before, I'm growing very, very concerned. And I'm growing very concerned about this thing staying supercellular in nature, because the amount of shear in place, and with that cold front, and one of my biggest concerns is that cold front drags. If it does not push through the natural state fast, and I'm noticing this with guidance, is that it's wanting to keep that cold front back off towards the northwest, and it very, very slowly pushes through the natural state. If that happens, it is going to take a very long time for these storms to become linear, and if that's the case, then you will have a little uptick in the potential of tornadoes versus the potential of damaging winds. I think this will overall be a damaging wind threat, but I'm just not ignoring that tornado threat right now. So the tornado threat may be a little higher with this event than it was back with the January 10th event, because like I said, the January 10th event, we had that cold front come through. It turned into a line very, very quickly. We still had strong tornadoes reported across southeast Arkansas and up in the the River Valley, but it turned into a line very, very quickly. This one, in this case, with the cold front lagging behind, I'm getting very, very concerned about the potential of this becoming more of a supercellular event versus a linear event at this current time here. Same thing with the GFS did with the Canadian model, then the Icon did with the winter weather, far northwest Arkansas, and it gets it out of here completely here, guys. So overall, here's my 2 cents worth on this event. I'm very concerned about the potential of severe weather at this current time. I'm going to go ahead and just use this map just to highlight my areas on who can see what on Tuesday. So, alright, potential severe weather is going to run from East Texas, I-30 corridor, into northeast Arkansas, the lower Mississippi Valley. Alright, this would be the area I would keep a very close eye on for the potential of severe weather. Only reason why is because you're going to have a short wave that's going to develop in central Texas, and it's going to push northeast. All right, and it's going to ride into northwestern Arkansas and into southwestern Missouri. So this will be the area to keep an eye on for the potential of severe weather. Main threats going to be potential damaged winds, hail, and also the potential of a couple isolated tornadoes Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. In terms of winter weather per se, I'm kind of uncertain about it, just given off of what I've been seeing today. Develops a short wave down here in central Texas. This short wave is going to ride along the cold front here, guys. So the cold front should be draped in central Louisiana, central Mississippi by this time. So there's going to be your low pressure, your short wave that's going to be pushing through. And this will be the area to keep an eye on for the potential of winter weather here, guys. The same area I drew out last night from southwest Missouri, far northwest Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, down to east Texas. This would be the area that I would keep an eye on for the potential of winter weather. So you've got severe weather, and then you've got winter weather here, guys. So we're going to keep a very close eye on the situation. Stay with us this weekend. We will have constant updates regarding the potential of severe weather. We will have updated risk areas out for you guys. So just stay with Arkansas Weather Watchers to keep you guys ahead of the storm with this event here. I do not expect this to be an outbreak at any stretch of the matter as of now. Like I said before, there's still a couple things that need to come together in terms of overall thermodynamics on Tuesday. If there's a lot of shower activity Tuesday morning, it could cut down the severe risk, but I'm growing concerned about the potential of severe weather from central Arkansas down to southern Arkansas and eastern Arkansas for the potential damaging winds, hail, and also potential of isolated tornadoes here. And I'm growing concerned that if the cold front kind of lags behind, I'm going to just show you real fast before this block comes to an end with this. Just give you a quick example with the Euro. Here's what the Euro will do. Okay, right around Tuesday afternoon, you notice from Tuesday morning to Tuesday afternoon, that cold front barely, and I mean barely moves, not even a good, I say 20-25 miles. If that is the case, here we are, 6 p.m. Cold front is still in far northwestern Arkansas. If that's the case, you are going to have the potential of supercellular thunderstorms across central and southern and eastern Arkansas. That is my number one concern, especially with a short wave that's going to pass along the front. That's my number one concern with that. That's a I don't want to say outbreak setup, but that is a growing concern for the potential of severe weather setup here. Because here's what you deal with here with this. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw it out for you guys real quick. All right, so there's your cold front. Okay, still in far northwest Arkansas. Your short wave rides along that cold front. All right. And what you do is you bring southwest winds aloft, alright, southwest winds aloft, and then you have southeasterly winds at the surface. So that brings the potential of isolated tornadoes across central, southern, eastern Arkansas, and northern Louisiana here as you get towards Tuesday afternoon and into Tuesday evening here, guys. So that's my number one concern about the potential of severe weather with that cold front stalling out, and it really doesn't get that cold front moving until Tuesday night, and into early Wednesday morning if you were to go with the the Euro with this. And that kind of holds back the winter weather perspective for most of the state, because if this cold front doesn't get out of here fast enough, your cold air is still going to lag, and then your second impulse is going to be getting out here quickly, and that should end the story with that. So, tale of two seasons here. Once again, severe weather is 7 out of 10. Winter weather right now is more of a 3 to 4 out of 10 because there's still great uncertainty with winter weather, but I'm growing very concerned about the potential of severe weather as you get towards Tuesday. So stay with Arkansas Weather Watchers for the latest, and y'all have a great rest of your Friday evening.